Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. So, I'm from Group 2. In this video, we're going to share about a case study in multi-species tree garden, which known as Dusun. This multi-species tree garden is one of the agriculture practices. So this is our case, our research paper, which the title is Multi-Species and Multifunctional Smallholder Tree Farming System in Southeast Asia, Timber and PFPs plus Environmental Benefit by Rose Co and Bertomeu. This is our group member, this is me, Nur Arisna binti Bahrain. Next is Wan Nur Ani, Nur Shahira, Amshar, Siti Kumaira, and Nur Amsari. Okay, proceed to the abstract of this paper. As the human population increase in the world, therefore, the conversion forest into the other use also increases. In Southeast Asia, the smallholder forestry system prominent component is tree outside the forest, which is the tree that we planted must be outside the forest. As the aim of this paper actually is that to demonstrate that smallholder forestry systems are viable management systems that contribute to global environmental goal and local economic objective. Therefore, in this paper, in this paper, they review about the global and Asian trend of deforestation, human population growth, demand for forest and tree products, also the origin, diversity, adaptable management and importance of smallholder tree-based system. And lastly, this paper review about the detail on role of smallholder tree-based system in mitigation of deforestation. Next, we gonna say about the introduction. As the population increase, therefore the demand of food, fuel, and wood also and the non-wood product is increased. In this paper, they state that the agroforestation is the establishment of smallholder agroforestry system that implies land rehabilitation. Moreover, this system also can reclaim degraded land. Next, this smallholder forestry system may reduce the pressure in remaining natural forests. Meanwhile, they can produce forest product, forest environmental benefit, and also can contribute to local livelihood for rural communities.
Okay, so we continue with forest loss, environmental degradation, and loss of forest services. So, in our world, actually has been through a critical period, which is in 1990 until 2010. Uh, we we have through a global forest loss that is very alarming. So this is proven by a global annual deforestation rate, which is it declined from 16 million hectare to 13 million hectare. 19 million hectare in 1990 to 2000, and 13 million hectare in 2000 until 2010. So what this proof is actually when there is no not enough we cannot do the annual deforestation. So this is why when the global annual deforestation rate decrease, so it shows that our forest has been uh, very few of have very few of trees lah in the forest. So it also shows that the global forest cover also declining around 30% of the global land area. Is actually a huge area lah. So all of this shows the conversion of diverse tropical ecosystem into an annual agriculture system, monoculture of tree plantation, and cleared but unused landscape. So, even though there is a high forest loss rate, the planting and natural forest regeneration actually somewhat help in in conserving our ecosystem, so that our forest still in the sustainable rate and not that unsustainable. So while this is in the global, but in Asia, we see that deforestation and afforestation are mixed. So this the in 1990 to 2000, we have a low forest cover in Asia, but it increased then in 2000 until 2010. The forest cover has increased. So this reversal of forest cover is actually due to the successful planting program in country like China, Thailand, India, and also Vietnam. So from this, we can see that it actually help planting practices actually help, but this planting practices or tree plantation is actually a monoculture system. This monoculture system cannot support the main ecosystem service because it cannot provide the the trees cannot provide like the natural forests do, which is it doesn't have multiple strata that can become a habitat to the population growth. So this is the one of the main reason why the we through another forest loss because of the monoculture system. So because of this, most forest plantation are paradox, but in paradox, it is an efficient source of wood and non-wood product, but same as these planting practices, it cannot help in uh, do what do the forest service such as the uh, natural forest do. So the forest plantation, which paradox, also become the main cause of the forest loss and forest conversion. So we can see that we need to do something in the our forest. So that is why this multi-species tree garden actually can help our our world from forest loss. So we can see in this graph is actually shows that how does the forest loss since and population growth in since 1990. So this is actually in different countries. So here is Europe, North American, Asian, Oceania, Latin America, and Africa. So, Africa has been through a very high forest loss. So, because of the forest loss, the forest cannot really support fully the population growth. So, when this lengthen, it will become it can become one of the problem in our environment lah. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will talk about population growth, economic development, and demand for forest products. In the case study, it stated that the consumption of forest and wood products throughout Asia and the rest of the world is increasing. This is because of human population and also economic development are growing. And the case study stated that in the year of 2010, the current annual population growth rates for South and Southeast Asia is between 0.7% and 3.5%. And the gross national income (GNI) per capita is varied. And in this case study, it stated in 2005, Malaysia has GNI for about 4,970 US dollar. Besides that, the gross domestic products (GDP) in most South and Southeast Asian countries have grown an annual rate of about 5 to 8% between the year 2010 and 2012. And because of that, the sizes of middle classes in Asia's developing economies, except for Japan, would be double or triple. And this will form a middle class market that equal to or it will be surpassing the US and Europe combined. In this case study also, it stated that the demand for all forest products is projected to increase from regional to international level. And the global demand for industrial brownwood also is expected to increase by the year 2020 and 2030. And although the Asia Pacific demand for industrial brownwood will increase, the production cannot keep on pace. This is because of the insufficient forest product. And because of that, we are urgent. The case study stated that we are urgent to expand the regional forest base that include afforestation, reforestation, and also smallholder agroforestry systems. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amshad Hari and my matric number is 197015. So I will be continuing on smallholder tree farming system. I will be focusing more on its origin. Okay, so what is smallholder tree farming system? The term smallholder tree farming system is interchangeable with smallholder agroforestry system. Its main it depend on local needs or opportunities. Smallholder system may focus on tree crops, agricultural crops, livestock, or the combination of these three. This various system will differ greatly in size, species, component, tree density, tree longevity, and management intensity. Next, it may be originated from natural forests and altered to suit local people's needs. Smallholder tree farming system may originate from natural forests that have been altered in composition or structure by local people. Tree-based system established on agriculture or fallow land or a combination of both. Then conversion of sizable area of Southeast Asia forest into agroforestry. The reason for this are because of the market for non-wood product and the method of decreasing pressure on conserving natural forests. There are various examples of forest degradation being defected by the establishment of smallholder tree farming system, which avoid the most serious stages of environmental degradation. In this situation, good market for non-wood products such as fruit, resin, and latex have allowed a transition of substantial area of Southeast Asia into agroforestry. An example, land use that combine planted tree with forest flora and fauna, with either retain or naturally regenerate vegetation. Similarly, by the production of wood and non-wood product on farm, smallholder agroforestry systems have been identified as a means of reducing pressure on and conserving natural forests. Next, shortage for local forest resource is the common catalyst of spontaneous expansion. In deforested region, a shortage of local forest resource is often the catalyst of spontaneous expansion of smallholder agroforestry system. And this type of farmer-led spontaneous smallholder tree farm development has been documented in various places such as Sri Lanka, Philippines, and Indonesia.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Humara binti Muhammad Zahiruddin. My match number is 196167. So today I would like to explain more about multiple goods and environmental benefits of smallholder tree farming system. Smallholder farmer tree planting systems are generally successful on their own terms. Smallholder commonly have limited time, labor, and financial resources. Farmers generally restrict planting to the number of trees that can be maintained and integrate tree growing with agriculture crops. Um, combining limited resources by combining limited resources, small individual plantings, and intimate familiarity with the planting sets result in high species diversity, high tree survival, and good growth rate. Smallholder timber systems are frequently used to grow assets for emergency or specific cash needs. Under this condition, smallholder farmers look at tree farming as a method of diversifying their production, reducing risk, and growing assets to enhance family income and security. Besides supporting family livelihood, smallholder agroforestry system also make a significant contribution to economies. Smallholder produce this smallholder tree farming system produce timber has become an important source of raw materials such as uh, oil palm, coffee, rubber, cocoa, and tree. This is the five major tree products that this smallholder tree farming system produce. Smallholder tree farming systems also provide many environmental benefits such as soil fertility, replenishment, water catchment protection, biodiversity conservation, genetic conservation, deforestation, carbon storage that depends on biophysical condition and their smallholder tree farming tree density. Smallholder um, in In deforested landscape, smallholder tree planting can increase tree diversity and density by using indigenous or exotic planting materials. Um, Compared to large scale forest plantation, smallholder system contains much sorry much a smallholder tree farming system contains greater number of plant and animal species compared to large-scale forest plantation.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Nur Aunsari binti Januri and I would like to conclude today's discussion. As conclusions of this research paper, smallholders could be efficient producers of tree commodities. The tree farming system play a key role in the recovery of degraded lands. This system have the potential to alleviate poverty. The expansion of human populations caused increase in product demand. The value of this tree farming system should be studied deeper to make full use of forest areas. That is all. Thank you for your attention.